I admit it. I'm no longer a vital young pup. In fact, as I stand on the majestic cusp of 50, I find that many of the things in my life have changed drastically since I was, say, 25. My midsection has blossomed like fungus on a sheep-dip-covered hillside, and my once legendary stamina has faded to the point where I wonder nightly if I really need to move from the couch to my bed at the end of a hard evening's television viewing, or if I should simply sleep where I am to save some energy. And as I sit on the couch conserving energy, I can't help but see all these TV commercials warning me about ED and prostate trouble and going off it. And I find that I'm turning into a paranoid hypochondriac. I'm nearly certain that I suffer from mesothelioma, chronic back pain, fallen arches, shingles, and psoriasis. Not to mention dust bunnies, ear mites, and lymphoma, the combination of which should prove fatal in short order. Such is the price of advancing years. Advancing seems like such a calm word. It's more like Sherman's march to the sea, this aging thing, destroying everything in its path by fire, and including my well-known and much-lauded benign nature. But I digress. The most disturbing malady in my life is the state in which I find my colon. Once as reliable as the sunrise, it has turned into a stranger in my house. For most of my life, I could set my watch by the movement of my bowels. I would wake up, brush my teeth, fiddle around for a bit. Then, 20 minutes after rising, the air raid sirens would sound and I would make my way to the chamber, throw open the Bombays and drop the payload. Time spent in this endeavor, 6.26 seconds. Like a goddamn machine. I sigh wistfully now, thinking of how I took this marvel of nature for granted. Now it seems as if my digestive system has slowly gone to ruin. This once proud poopy superhighway, capable of churning a day's worth of Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, and late night Denny's into a 6-second eruption worthy of headlines with barely a 12-hour turnaround, has somehow fallen into such disrepair that it is barely recognizable as a fart factory, much less the great producer of waste it was in its heyday. While still stumbling half-heartedly through the 20 minutes after rising routine, the output now is more often than not disappointing, leaving me depressed and wanting more, like a Mad About You episode or cheap Chinese food or sex with a drunken transvestite street whore. I've heard of it. This short shrift in the morning unfortunately leads to several inconvenient interruptions during the course of my day, which only makes me lament even more the dramatic about-face in my digestive efficiency. What was once the hallmark of my day has become a dreaded function, one of shame and humiliation. I fear gridlock. I've read that John Wayne had 30 pounds of waste in his colon when he died, gunk, just piling up like lemmings on the rocks. Granted, I'm certainly no John Wayne. But if the Duke had 30, I must surely be able to stockpile 15. I shall stack this worry upon other concerns that the television has tattooed on the forefront of my paranoid hypochondria, and ponder the great parasite within that's devastating me slowly, one movement at a time. But for now, I will consider drinking coffee. I hear it stirs the kettle, so to speak, and works wonders on ear mites.